This is me. All right, here I am, me on this side, and here I am 30 years before. No, I wasn't in Playboy. It was a joke my husband did at the time. But it just shows the difference. It happens. Age creeps along. It does. But you know what? You got to take each day and have as good a day as you can have. That I really and truly believe that. So hopefully you're doing something each day. And I know all of us are going through a lot of stuff. So I talk to a lot of people and a lot of different things that are having, hard times, especially the families that are broken up where their kids won't talk to them or they've passed away. And I can't say that I'm sorry enough for that because, nothing repairs that. But for the kids that are in who might be lurking, please call your parents. You have no idea how much hardship you are causing to not only your parents, but to many other people in your family. And people literally call me and they don't know what to say to you. It's like, what do I say? What do you say? If you say this, they might disconnect. And if you don't say anything, they're going to stay in the Truman Show. So, I talk to people all the time. What could I, should I say this? Should I not say that? And it's like, I can't tell you what to say to your kid. You know your kid better than I do. I can tell you what I would do if my kid was in the Church of Scientology and would not talk to me. I would, number one, I agree with the dad. I helped get his daughter out, and he was a multimillionaire, but he wasn't even close to his daughter. But he said to me, Tori, if she doesn't pop on this, he pulled out this sign that was laminated saying, I want to talk to my daughter. And he said, I am going to be out in front of Celebrity Center every day until she comes out. And I knew he meant business. And we ended up talking to her, educating her. Basically, she decided on her own that she didn't want to go back. And she didn't. And she's free from it. But I know that her dad's intention was very strong on it. Mine was too. I wanted her to understand. Her mother was about ready to have a nervous breakdown about this whole thing. And she needed to hear the information on both sides and then make up her mind. I've said that a million times. So that's what I would say if I were a parent and my kid wouldn't talk to me. I mean, what's more important than your kid? There isn't. And your life is going to continuously be about that situation. So you might as well handle it. And if every parent that had lost a kid where they were still in and wouldn't talk to them, if every parent showed up in front of the orgs, it'd be over. They couldn't handle that much bad PR. They couldn't. It would be so fantastic. And I know people they can't because of this and they can't because of that. But if you can, do it. If you can, make it as public and as loud as you can. If you have to send letters, send letters. If you have to ask friends to do it, there's Anonymous they'll help out. There's a lot of people that are willing to help you on this. Because we all know it's seriously abusive and not okay. You've seen if you've watched any of the picket signs, I've had that picket sign for 10 years. Stop hurting families. It's one of my number one things. It really means a lot to me. And the other one is medical abuse. And I have mentioned this thing about medical abuse. Uwe, we just did the whole big thing on how he died on the RPF without the right medical treatment. When I went to get on OT 4 through 8, and I had paid for it, they weren't going to let me on it until I got off my medication again. And I said, bring on the references. I was ready to take on everybody. I didn't care how top dog you were. I wanted to see it in writing. Because Hubbard's thing was, if it isn't in writing, it isn't true. And the 3 references they had did not apply to me, including my doctor who called in saying, she has every right to get auditing. She's not on a mind-altering drug. And they still wouldn't let me. So I said, okay, here's the deal. I want my folders. And a folder is every time you get auditing, they write it down, everything you're saying, and they put it in a folder. And it stacks up, and then once the folder's thick enough, you get another folder and another folder. And some people have 20 folders. I think I had 50 folders because I'd done a ton of auditing and a lot of what you call co-auditing, where you audit me, I audit you. And when you do co-auditing, you're not paying for it except for someone to, check it out and make sure you did it right. So I did a lot of co-auditing, so I had a lot of folders. And I said, I want all my folders to go up to Ray Medoff, who was the top tech guy at the time. And it came back a month later. It took a month, and it came back with the guy, the top tech guy called the tech person at Flag and said, I want you to tell her you're sorry for what you guys have done because you were wrong, right? And she has a total okay to do up through OT4 through 8. And they wrote this Senior CS Bulletin 93, which basically says that these arbitrations have been being run, taking people off of medication. They give different examples. The very first one is a PC, moi, with the condition of epilepsy, and you can see, there you go, for which, they basically tried to insist that I couldn't take my medication, and that was wrong. They give 3 different examples, and at the end, it says, if the same arbitraries exist in your org regarding auditing and medication, make sure that they get handled fast. Don't allow OutTech to block the gains of the PC. That's what it said. Now, unfortunately, it's written by Jeff Walker, who also, I believe, is out of the Church of Scientology now. So they probably canceled this. But I want you to ask them if you're in and they're trying to take you off of your medication or not let you get medication that you need. You ask them to show you the references because there aren't any. There really aren't. They don't apply 99% of the time. And don't buy their thing of vitamins and minerals. No. As I told you before, Dr. Dank told me every person with cancer who came through the Shaw Health Center and tried to do it naturally, like Tom Cruise says, with the vitamins and minerals, every person is dead. A lot of them are dear friends of mine. Okay, and he said some people use some medicine, some natural, some are alive, some passed away. But those are the statistics of the Shaw Health Center, which was, Dr. Dank was L. Ron Hubbard's doctor. So there you go on that. So anyway, those are my 2 big passions for today. So I hope you're planning on having an excellent weekend. Do something fun. And it's a really nice time if you're here in LA to go out and see the poppies. They're really pretty. Okay, but anyway, just go out for a drive. It's really nice. And I love you guys. I hope you have a fun time. I'm going to have one, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.